Hey everybody, it's Marcia here. I am back today with a YouTube process video for My Creative Scrapbook. So today I am using the October main kit, and the main kit is packed full of the beautiful crate paper Fresh Bouquet collection as well as some pieces from the Heritage collection. I love this kit, and the cut files this month that are included in the kit with your subscription are from PearTree Cut Files. Now, I discovered PearTree Cut Files just a little while ago. There is a lady named Marie Hurst in the UK who has started putting together these cut files, and I absolutely love them. I am going to start looking here for cut files, I think, before I go anywhere else. I just love her cut files. Please go check them out and send her some love from me in My Creative Scrapbook. She is going to be doing the cut files for them for the next few months. Alright, so this cut file that I am using is the Me, You, Us, Together Always. And it's perfect for a photo of my nephew and his girlfriend. I love this picture of them standing under this tree, and I photoshopped the photo that I'm using here to put a heart over it to make sure the emphasis is on them and not everything around them. Because it's a fall photo, I wanted to do some fall colors behind my cut file. So I'm going to use some gesso, and what I did is I recently watched a video Missy Wyden put together about the different types of gesso and when to use them, what she prefers. It's a really informative video. I would suggest that you watch it if you have not seen it. But she got me interested in different kinds of gesso because I have always only used white before. And she uses clear as well as black sometimes. And her comment about the white gesso was if you use it on a white background, it doesn't dry white and you can see where the gesso ends. So I thought I would try this clear gesso that she suggested. So I ordered some. The link to this gesso is in the description below this video if you're interested in trying it also. So I just put it on this background paper with a palette knife. And then I wanted to use my magical powders, pigment powders from Lindy's Stamp Gang to add the color. I just love using these powders. I sprinkle them on top of the gesso on the background, and you spritz them with water, and there is a mix of color already in the pigments, which you'll see when I spray them. So I'm using a Cafe au lait for a brown here, and you can see that there are some blues popping up and some yellows and some reds as well. And so you can just spritz it and leave it to dry, or you can go over and mix it on top of the paper now. So because there is gesso on top of the paper, the pigment won't soak into the paper. So you'll have a chance to spread it around and mix it on top of the gesso. There are a few spots here where, like on the bottom there, you can see where I'm patting. I did not have gesso there, and it soaked down into the paper right there. But that's okay. It still, I think, will look good on here. So my pigment over here on the right side is looking a little different than the other two on the left. So I was thinking I should go and add a little bit more yellow to this so it doesn't look so brown. So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow, but first, before I do that, I wanted to get some of the excess water picked up off of my paper because I'm going to be sprinkling this pigment down on here and then spraying it with more water to spread it and mix it up. So I'm just using just a flat brush to help spread the color around on top of here. These magical pigments are just really fun to do. You never know what you're going to get actually when you're playing around with them, and it's just kind of exciting to see what will happen. So this kind of looks like a brown blob right now, but and I was a little concerned, but I decided that I am just going to go with it. A lot of this is going to be covered up by my cut file and papers, so I don't think that it's going to look so blobbish maybe at the end. You can let me know what you think, but I decided I would keep it and go with it. Who knows? So I'm adding some spray mist on here too, just to bring out some more yellow. So I am just flinging some spray mist down onto the background paper. And that was an old Tattered Angels yellow spray mist that I'm using. So I'm going to start to play around with my idea for this layout and see where I can arrange my title and my photo and see where everything should go. So I fussy cut a bunch of these flowers from one of the pattern papers, and this floral pattern was perfect for fussy cutting. The flowers are bigger, and I was able to fussy cut out a whole bunch of flowers. So in some cases, you know, if the flower is on the edge of the paper, you don't get a complete flower. That's okay, because there are some of the florals here that I am tucking underneath, and so you can hide the edges very well. So don't think when you're fussy cutting flowers that you have to have a whole big flower. You can very easily tuck edges underneath something like the title here or the photo here, so they still work out really well. So you can see some of my flowers there aren't complete flowers, that one I just tucked under the photo. They still work, so don't throw them away. So I moved everything a little over to the left so that I could have some flowers that would show up nice here on the right side. And now I'm going to start to glue some things down, and then eventually I'll be able to get my photo and my title down on top as well. So I decided I would pop my photo up. So I'm using some foam tape for adhesive, but I also put some chipboard down behind my photo to give it a little bit more support. So I like to recycle the excess pieces of chipboard. This is chipboard pieces that you would normally throw away. So once you use all your chipboard stickers, what's left, that's what I like to use behind my photos and my title. It gives it a little extra support, and then I'm not using so much foam tape. You can see I have it on the back of this title as well as some foam tape. So I'm arranging this title then down a little bit over my photo. In the die cut ephemera pieces there are some transparencies as well, and I found this phrase transparency that I placed over my photo, and instead of trying to adhere this down with adhesive, which would show through the transparency, I just stitched around the edge of it with my sewing machine. So you can see a little bit of black thread on there as well. It adds a little bit of texture. Because my title is so big and I'm using a lot of fussy cut flowers on here, I really didn't think that I needed a lot of die cut ephemera pieces added on here. I did add a few, but not very many at all. I want the flowers to really be the star of this layout. They're so beautiful. And the title too. I always have to do a big title. And when I saw this title, I knew this was the photo I wanted to scrap with it. So these two have been on my mind lately because they are actually going to hit the road very soon in a motorhome and work odd jobs and just travel all over the United States and try to see as much as they can. So we're a little concerned right now because of COVID. We don't want them to get sick. We don't know exactly where they're going to head out to, how long they're going to stay in one place at a time. It'll be interesting to keep up with all the photos they post though. So we're having a going away party for them this weekend. It should be fun. Anyway, My Creative Scrapbook has 4 different kits available, so there's something available for any kind of scrapbooker that you are. I said earlier that I am working with the main kit, but they also have a limited edition kit, a creative kit, and an album kit as well. So there truly is something for every kind of scrapbooker that you are. And in addition to the kits, you have access to these free cut files as well. So your value for your kit will last much longer than when your paper is gone. Alright, so I'm finishing up adding a few die cut ephemera pieces on here. I like the bird on here, and the butterfly is also a transparent die cut from the ephemera pack. I really didn't use any of the chipboard stickers on here except for this bunny that I put on here, which I thought was adorable. And there's also a heart I found that I could use on top of one of the hearts in my title. So there it is. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye-bye now.